Hey guys, Renner here. Welcome to Wreckfest. Start of a new series, mainly because this was the free game for them this month on PS5. That gave me an idea. Do a Herbie rags to riches kind of thing. Well, more wrenches to riches since it's Wreckfest, where obviously we do the race. If I do good, I earn an upgrade. If I do bad, then I potentially lose an upgrade. I'll explain that as I go along. So I'm going to jump straight into it. I'm going to keep this video is probably around 15 to 20 minutes. Probably because if you don't know, this overheats the PS5 like crazy after not that long of time. So I'm just going to be doing tracks, probably a couple races. So we're going to do it. If I finish in the top 8, I get an upgrade. 9th to 12th is nothing. You don't lose an upgrade, you don't gain one. I'm going to say maybe a bit lower, like 12th or 13th. Anything lower than that is a downgrade of 1. A DNF, you take a section back to the base. Unless I get a fastest lap. A fastest lap is a saviour in any bad situation. This track is 74% gravel, so suspension probably a bit soft. Yeah, everything looks okay there. Now, where am I going to be starting? 14th place, okay. Right in the middle of the pack. Oh, you got random generating like AI names as well. I'm sure some of these are going to become mortal enemies with at some point in the next 10 laps of the race. We're going to do 10 laps for every race. I think there's some tracks longer than others, might get some more or less. I don't know. The race. Killer Brimble's here. Right, a new target for this race is beat Killer Brimble. Obviously, taking inside the top 8 as well. But beat the Bright Lord. If you don't know, if you haven't seen any videos before, Shadow of War is my favourite game of all time. You know, Killer Brimble, Bright Lord and all that. Although he's back up my inside though. Maybe the soft suspension wasn't exactly the way to go. This track was a bit more bumpy than what I was thinking it was going to be. My top end speed is also apparently non-existent. But I'm in a place where I don't lose an upgrade, so it could be worse. Basically, I'm just it's motivation to do good in races, to get the upgrades. I don't want it just to be a race, get an upgrade and just a super quick progression. I actually want to like earn it as well. That's the thing, of course, doing this as a live comp. So as far as I'm the audio might be a little bit off, I won't know till the editing later on. Hopefully it's okay. Can I keep it flat through here? Probably had a little bit of a lift there because I didn't really know where I was going. Well, these cars have all been massively sort of massive kid. He's got put it all on the slowed up 3 cars and go through massive down the inside. I'm going to with Bumper Hunter. We're into. Oh, there. Let's just get them out of my way. Force them right over the inside, but we haven't got the speed on though. We haven't got the top end speed to make that move stick. I'm going to swing out wide here, and oh no, there goes. Hello, Bumper Hunter. Herbie's getting bullied out of the corner. Because we're Herbie, so we get a few upgrades to start with anyway, because you know we're alive, so. Good, debris doesn't get. I don't think punctures are a thing in this game. You can lose wheels, front wheels, probably rear wheels as well, but if you lose a rear wheel then something's gone horribly wrong, like my cornering ability there. What is that behind me? That sounds really nice, wherever that car is behind. It's like we're old like 30s Ford or something. Where am I building? The understeer is real. Hello, Heimbreaker, Hemi-breaker. He's had me turn the corner, someone goes, oh no. That hasn't gone well, but we can. Okay, he ain't good. This is exactly where I need to be. And the front of your car, Hemi, does not look too good. I'm going to go for a dive up the inside, so I still haven't got a good line set around there. And you can definitely hug the inside a lot more. I see, bump onto. I swear they're going for me. It's going to be a shadow AI. We pick on them a little bit, and then it's going to target me the rest of the race. And the through here, though, can be flat, like that from the last lap. Although maybe not, because I'm understeering to Narnia. And that is not a good way to take that corner. Well, I'm in a neutral place at the minute, got Wild Crusher. We're secretly getting all of the Uruk names, because you can get Crush Uruks who just shout Crush, Crusher, Crush you, Crushing. There's things that are Crush related. Although we are losing time to. Oh, that's good. I thought I just impaled myself there. Those little fences are hittable. And losing time to the front, which is to be expected. This track doesn't seem to be playing to my strengths, really. The understeer in this car is pretty unreal because, of course, the more army you add, the more you're going to hit into a wall because you can't drive. but the more it's actually going to negatively affect the handling. But Herbie, he needs the armour. He's a little VW buzz. You've seen the size of some of the other cars that are in this grid. Got some big, like, minivans and things like that. Some big, like, 50s, 60s muscle cars as well. So you need all the strength that we can get. And if it means having to be a little bit slower, then so be it. I can take this part flat. I can actually get a good line through here this time. That's really honest in the absolute no man's land of anyone. I mean, that line was better. Okay, that corner wasn't better though. Maybe taking it not flat through there is the way to go. My best lap's a 125. That's going to obliterate that though. To go 5.5 seconds quicker. Because you've got to avoid the dead cars as well, because they don't despawn. Bits of debris, like car debris maybe, but track debris and the actual dead cars don't despawn, so they're going to have to watch out for them, because the AI, they don't know where to avoid. I'm not, I'm on the scene, so gotta hope that I don't crash into one and wreck myself. Because I'm on 82% health now, but one bad hit, I mean, it doesn't matter if things are damaged or not at that point, that could be it. But I'm rearranging, so hopefully that makes a difference in a good way, where firstly if I get hit from behind, I'll start taking damage. Although we're coming up now to Hemi Breaker once again. We may have some sort of damage, or maybe just had a bad corner. I'm hearing a good car behind me, that Hemi I can hear. Is there another one behind me? I can't quite tell from this far back. I think Hemi just made a mistake. They are starting to pull away again a little bit. But can I gain through here? 2.4 seconds behind, can I get a better line through? I mean, that was better. Flick the car around. Yes, I can. I'll get a wheel off the ground, though that is not the way to go around the final corner. And I'll lose time once again. It is going to be a better lap, though. I think I've crossed the line this time. Yeah, another 1.5 second shade. Definitely getting quick as the race goes on. They're going to do more laps along the track. And where's Hemi going? I think Hemi's got some sort of braking issue. But that is an issue as you get more damage. Your brakes can fail. I don't know if they fail completely, but they definitely get worse. You definitely have a long brake pedal. Now the battle is on. The battle to get an upgrade as well as it stands. Another thing I forgot to mention, excluding figure of 8 tracks, because it's a bit hard to take note of who's where. If I get a lapped, that is also a downgrade of a part, regardless of where I finish. If I'm lapped, that is just humiliation, really. So excluding figure of 8s, because I can't keep track of which AIs are where, really, in that race. We're losing time though to Henry, so this first half of the lap really isn't my strong point. I mean, doesn't really think any of this lap's really my strong point, but this final sector here, basically from here right at the start, is where I managed to gain back some time. And we're getting on the minimap. I don't know if that's a lapped car though or not. Seeing a few dots down the minimap. I'm hoping that's a position, so I don't have to worry about Hemi. I can still get an upgrade. I think I'm on about 115 or 115 CP. I think I need to get to about 170 to get into B class, because we're currently all C class cars. That's what we're racing here, C class bangers. And I'm pretty much at the bottom of the CP scale for that. Not quite the best ending out of that. I've lost quite a bit of time there. Although there has been an overtake now. Hemi's just overtaking Cannonball, so there are definitely places to be gained ahead. Although Rancid Kitty behind is making their presence felt. And I can afford to lose out to them in theory, because it's not going to work out any worse to me, because I'm not getting an upgrade as things stand at the minis anyway. Yeah, Rancid Kitty, they've got some mega pace. I mean, there's all the cars of C-Class, but there's some are higher end C-Class cars, and then you've got me nearer the bottom, on paper anyway. The slower cars can win the race. It is about, obviously, survival as much about pace as well. Rancid Kitty, you're not going to make it easy for them, but the others can try and put me out of the way this time once again. Oh, they went for the inside line. Did not work out. When I've got another car, that means I've got Thundercat. What car is Thundercat in? I can't tell from this camera angle. But as long as Bumper Hunter stays away, I think I'm going to be alright. If they can take a tight line in, how's that going to work? That's actually much better. First line through there. Can I get a better line through there? Not really. That wasn't the best. But I've gained time though, pulled away from Thundercat, so I would say that third sector really does work for me. And only half second down on best lap. Consistency is also ideal, but around these kind of tracks, you're never going to get the same amount of lap time every single lap, especially when you're getting dived on by cars left, right and centre. That is 2 wheels off the ground. That's not good. Oh, I've hit a plane? I'm playing that part of the grandstand thing. But I've been one of them, really like conveyor belt things. Now again, I'll equally racing Kitty again. You should be like that. I haven't got a weight advantage actually. I've got the weight disadvantage and it's the P12. Okay, I can't get any lower than this, otherwise I start losing parts. Is top 12 too high, or should I go like... This is still top half, there's 24 cars. Maybe it should do slightly lower than top half. Maybe like 14... Yeah. 13th... I don't know, 14th or lower is what I'll do. 14th or lower is a part downgrade, of course, unless I DNF, then. But first out as well, it's kind of a ramble, just doing those live comms. Thinking of things as I need to say, if I'm the first car out of the race, that is a default back to square one, so yeah, because it's very unlikely that I'll end up being the first car out. It's not impossible, of course, because there's like there's a 1 in 24 chance, so it is quite high on paper as avoid the dead car. I'll just make the way now through the first corner once again, get a little bit of a slide. These because Herbie is also rear wheel drive, so we've got that going for me. Getting the wheels a bit off the ground, the front end, there isn't really all too much weight there it seems. So you can keep the wheels on the right side. Really all Briosoing our way around this track with one wheel off the ground basically all the time. Well, the soft suspension is going to help with the bumps, but overall cornering is not really helping with that. And we've got Wild Crusher, so we've got the Urix once again. As far as I know, I think I'm still ahead of Killer Brimble. I haven't seen him again since the first lap, I think it was. Yeah, I'm losing time to because Zero Hero got Wretched in the lead, 34 seconds on the road. I'm giving this a minute 18, well at least a minute 18 for me lap anyway. There's no danger of me getting lapped, so I'm still not going to lose a part. Although if I do that I might be... Oh no! Brakes damage, I think that's the least of my problems. In 13th place, need to get going in if I lose another place. 14th or lower leaves me apart. They get back up just in front of her. Oh, what have I done to the back of Herbie? Is this the oh, that looks depressing from that side. We've got 2 laps to go. This car's faster than me as well. Oh, this is not good. No, it's like for the first time, it looks like I've got to get downgraded. But the left side of my car completely black with damage. And this is the point where wheels are going to start coming off if they haven't actually fell off already. I think I've still got 4 wheels on the car. I'm going to have to go like super defensive now. I'm going to have to sacrifice everything for the in terms of any sort of pace that I could have. I have to get now completely defensive. Because my door's open, I can't really turn. Yeah, the handling is not ideal right now, which again really shouldn't come as a surprise given that Herbie is now a pancake. Almost as flat as it was in that video in BeamNG Drive I did a couple of years ago. He's got flattened from the roof, got hit sideways. Now they're going to push the way around the outside line, but I can defend it here to the inside. I have to just keep hugging the apex, hugging the inside line. They're faster than me, I can block them off though. Because there's no racing etiquette. Racing etiquette does not apply in Wreckfest, although they find a way to the inside. And holding it around the outside line. Use the agility of this car. Maybe the big, that car's the big powerful muscle cars can have the power, but it's not going to have the outright handling. It's going to be a bit of a boat to the corners or a land yacht, as Herbie's Garage likes to call it. And I pulled away, that's good. Pulled away. I'm 7 seconds quicker than my last lap. I'm 2 seconds down on my best, so yeah. Handling is not at a premium right now. I need to hold off this car, otherwise I lose it. Otherwise I get downgraded by 1 part for one part, 1 lower. If that makes sense. I think there's about 3 or 4 upgrades per section, and one of them gets lower. Not gonna make a CP difference, but it's gonna make a difference, even if it doesn't really seem like it does. With max upgrades, Herbie would be a B-class car right now, but would have no armour, so 1 hit and we're out. No, absolutely hug the inside line though. They're going to give Roadrunner anywhere to go. They're catching up though to 0-2 in front. They've got the anime. Getting on some anime weaves in front. Oh, they've lost a wheel. Oh, this is good. This is good for me. Gain a place. It doesn't matter if Roadrunner gets past now. I'm safe as things stand to not lose a part in this wrenches to riches. I've got to go with wrenches to riches. You can't do rags to riches. I go for an interesting one. I go for more of a diagonal line that hasn't. Oh no! Critical damage, you don't say. Get going again though. 30th place. This is all right. This is all right though. 30th place. 9 health. If I DNF, I lose parts as well. The DNF is a reset of a whole section, so that means I'm on fire. But can I get to the line? Yes, I can. 13th place. 1 minute 18th best lap. Anywhere close to that? No, I was 3 seconds off. Was I delete? Am I the only buggy in the race? No, Bulldog gets away. I don't really know what the other cars are. I haven't learned that yet. I beat one buggy. I beat the other buggy. That's the main thing. Where's the Wraith at though? How did Killer Brimble get to set? I've lost to Killer Brimble. I am shamed. I have been forever shamed. Now, how do I go to the view replay option? Is there a view replay option? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to try and find that at some point. But yeah, that's it for the first episode of Wrenches to Riches on Wreckfest. If you enjoyed this, leave a like on the video, leave a comment below, subscribe if you need to hit the notification bell so you know any future videos. Give me a follow on Twitter and Instagram, that'd be much appreciated. There'll be a link in the description down below as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all hopefully a higher result next time.